Afternoon baseball here on the show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Mets and the Milwaukee Brewers. The Mets will attempt to cap this 4-game series with a sweep. That's coming up next. Brett Anderson, a Texas-born left-hander, gets the starting nod. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it wasn't a great performance in his last start, but he did pitch well enough to earn the win. We'll see if he can turn in a little bit better performance in this one.
This is gathered in out there by Garcia for the first out.
Batting second, the right fielder, number 9.
So here's Brandon Nimmo, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Line to the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
He wasn't letting that one go. Jumped on the first pitch right there and drove it into the outfield for a base hit.
Number 6.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. Dan Dero, these Brewers, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty V, it hasn't been the best of times, Dero. They've lost the first.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Now in the box, Lorenzo Cain. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And it's fouled away. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
Just flat out frozen there. Nothing too deceptive about that 4-seam fastball. So I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Hit down the third baseline. Taken there by Lowry. Throw on to first, and Porcello's looking good here. 2 away.
Batting third, the right fielder.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And that'll bring up Christian Yelich. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. This gets foul. It's 0-1. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. So here's Pete Alonso. It was a 3-hit effort from him last night, so he was a big part of that victory. And he fouls this one off. It's a high fly ball headed for the left field corner. If it stays fair, it's gone. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. Hit to short. Gets dirty and gloves it. He goes to first. He's out. Next for the Mets, Wilson Ramos. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Line drive. That's a base hit into the right center field gap.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Here's Jed Lowry now. As he'll swing and pop it up toward the left side of the infield. Arcia is there. 2 down. So here's Yoenis Cespedes. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Fouled away. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Back goes Garcia. See you later.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in this series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
Standing in now, Dominic Smith, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Smith, just 24 years of age. He's in his 4th season as a major league player. Swing and a long drive again. This one to deep center. And it's out of here. Back-to-back 2-out home runs.
Well, he won his last start, but he didn't give up any long balls. He's already given up 2 here, so he's got his work cut out for him if he's going to get the W in this one. He's going to have to start keeping the ball in the yard for starters.
Yelich is there, and he'll put it away to retire the side. And that'll bring up Keston Hiura, and he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
These Mets fellas, as they take the field here today, and a reach to his backhand, but he can't come up with it, and the leadoff man's aboard.
Everybody's different coming out of spring training. Some guys get off to torrid starts. Some guys struggle. This is one that struggled, but maybe that single gets him going.
No balls and a strike to count. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will get foul for strike 2. Porcello, a former Red Sox, who was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
So here's Avisail Garcia. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll start play with that average down in the low 230s. 1 home run and 3 driven in. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And nearly a 3-run shot. Instead, it's a foul ball. The 1-1 pitch hit on the ground down the first baseline. On a good curveball, gets him swinging for out number 1.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
The 0-1. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Batting 8, the third baseman.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Fouled off. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes.
I know that feeling. Played 14 years in the big leagues and still can't hit a slider.
Now a fastball as he just reared up and let that one fly in the... Back to the top of the order now, and up next will be the shortstop, Ahmed Rosario.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Garcia arranged to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the first out.
Now batting, right fielder.
So 1 man gone for the Mets in the 3rd, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Kane going back to the track. A leaping effort, and he brings it in. 2 away now after a great effort.
The bat, number 6.
Ready for another chance, Jeff McNeil. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Pulled high in the air out to right field. After it is Yelich. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Leading off the inning, Brett Anderson, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. There's Porcello back at it now as he gets ahead of the leadoff man. No balls and a strike.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings, and this team up there, they'd swing at a butterfly right now if it flew in front of the plate. Lots of swings, lots of misses, a lot of ugly at-bats for this team right now.
And a swing and a miss as he picks up yet another strikeout. 6 of them already, and there's 1 gone in the inning. Here comes the first pitch. Lorenzo Cain comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
0-2 count. Here's the pitch. Boy, and they cannot touch him right now. 5 straight strikeouts on the ledger, and there are 2 away. So 2 away in the Brewers' half of the third. And that'll bring up the versatile utility man, Brock Holt. And he'll take strike 1 on the fastball, registering at 93 that time.
Man, that's 7 straight strikes to start this inning. He's got a chance at an immaculate inning.
Orsello gets the sign. Here's the 0-1. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, and the beat goes on. That's number 8.
And now a pitch on the way. And my goodness, how about this? He struck out the side in back-to-back innings, 6 in a row, and the inning is over. So add 1 more name to the record book here as he strikes out the side on 9 pitches. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball. Set to get underway, and next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. And it's fouled away. The windup and the 0-1. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. Cain going back to the track, to the wall. See you later. Here's the catcher, Wilson Ramos. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So a line drive single to center makes it 2 hits for him this afternoon. As we check out the top Mets in that department, you can currently see he's 3rd best on the ball club. Stepping in now, Jed Lowry. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
Now batting, the left fielder,
Here's Yoenis Cespedes. And he fouls this one off. Perhaps he can drive another one out of the park just like he did back in the second. Comes set, and the 0-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And this is taken in shy of the track, but the runner will tag from second. And a daring move there pays off as he'll make it into third on the fly ball to left. Standing in, Dominic Smith, and their runners at the corners now.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Can't come out of his game plan right here. He knows he's a known sinker baller. I know it was a 4-seamer right there, but get back to that 2-seam. It's what his MO is.
Catch is made. Here comes the runner from third. The relay. The tag, and he's out at second. It's a double play, and just like that, the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors. With Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian with you as the left-handed hitting Christian Yelich settles in to start out the inning. Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, he's rolling so far in this one as we head into middle part of this game. How about 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes? If he continues to do that, he just might finish this one.
1-1 the count now. Now here it comes. 1-2 as the changeup had him out in front there. And he's going to start this inning out the same way he started the previous two. 7 consecutive strikeouts. My word. One away. That was a nasty looking slider that time.
Yeah, that was really well executed, Matt. A classic strikeout pitch. You think it's fastball middle in, then it starts bearing in on your back leg, and unless you hit it out front, there's nothing much you can do with that.
A base hit in his first trip. Grounded back up the middle. And that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Well, that's a nice base hit right there. Way to break up the rhythm. That was almost 8 in a row. This guy was starting to get his bearings about him on the mound. Had to break it up.
To the plate now, Omar Narvaez. As he can't catch up on a fastball at the letters, and it's strike one. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. He's set. Here's the 0-1. No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. And he struck him out. So double digits now. 10 strikeouts for him thus far. Next for Milwaukee, Avisail Garcia. Runner in scoring position with Sugan. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. So far this season, with runners in scoring position, Garcia is below the Mendoza line. The batting average under 200, unfortunately.
Matty, he struggled against right-handed pitching all season long, but he just needs a few knocks today, maybe to get the confidence going. I don't think this is the norm for this ball player.
And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. Milwaukee leads. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. So here now is the pitcher, Rick Porcello. He flew out in his last at-bat. Swing and a liner, but foul. The pitch. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, I've been impressed with this guy. Not only has he thrown the ball well, but now he's mixing in a base hit late in the game, giving his manager options. Whether or not he wants to pinch run, keep him in there, go to the relief. I mean, he's opened up a whole weaponry box for the manager.
Brent Suter takes the ball here as he'll enter with a runner at first and nobody out. Ahmed Rosario will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. There's one. On to first, and how about that? He comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play ball with 1 pitch.
The right fielder, number 9.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next it'll be the outfielder, Brandon Nimmo. This is pulled into right. Yelich is going to have room out there as he puts this away. Back here in Milwaukee at Miller Park as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with Craig Counsell, the Brewers skipper, about his lineup's performance so far. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with the big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
Thank you, Heidi. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Fouled away. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And there's 1 away.
Third baseman, number 3.
So stepping in, Orlando Arcia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. And it's the outside corner. It's strike one.
That elevated fastball right there, that is the biggest change in the game today for me. When I first came up, a lot of guys working that Greg Maddux east to west.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. Lifted out towards straightaway center field. Smith is there, 2 gone. Ryan Braun will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 8, Ryan.
High in the air out towards shallow right. Waiting on it is Nimmo. And that retires the side. Gone in order are the Brewers. They can't chip into that 5-0. Corbin Burns will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Garcia has to run a ways before he gets there in time to record the out. How about that? Up next, the power bat of Pete Alonso. 1 for 2 in the ballgame thus far. Popped high in the air. Smoke shading to his right. And that's the 2nd out of the inning.
Up next for the Mets.
And that'll bring up Wilson Ramos. Couple of singles to his credit thus far. Liner towards second. So this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. So nothing. And in to hit next is Lorenzo Cain. And through 5 turns at bat, they've only mustered a total of 3 hits. Not terrible, but they're certainly not firing on all cylinders.
Well, it's getting a little bit too late in this game that this continues like this. In today's game, with so many dominant bullpen arms, you certainly don't want to wait until the 8th or 9th to try to wake the bats up.
Here's Brock Holt now. First offering on its way. Fastball that gets the inside corner, strike one.
The difference between 0-1 and 1-0 is so monumental, and this guy has been on top of his game all day, attacking the zone and getting ahead of these hitters.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. Grounder down the line at third. And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Christian Yelich.
And here's Christian Yelich now. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Sliced hard on the ground. Gloved by Lowry. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. All set for the start of the inning. Digging in the switch hitter, Jed Lowry, as the switch hitter will take his cuts left-handed here. Lined into right, a base hit.
Hey guys, I like the execution by the batter there. He got a hanger in the middle of the plate. He could have come unglued, but he didn't. He stayed focused and drove a line drive base hit.
Yoenis Cespedes striding in next. Fly ball out toward left center field. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning. Digging in once again, Dominic Smith. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, man, down 5.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. See you later. Well, they've got the elevate and celebrate thing working in this one, guys. That was their 4th big fly of the game.
D-Roll, I don't know what you think, but this is one of those cases where I think the hitters right now, they must be seeing beach balls up there right now with 4 bombs already in this one.
Yeah, this lineup from top to bottom has power just oozing out of it, and this guy's missing over the heart of the plate. That's what happens.
Alex Claudio comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. Hit weakly on the ground to short. And getting a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out. And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ahmed Rosario. Fourth trip to the plate for him, and he's at risk of ending that nice hitting streak that he's put together.
Yeah, chances are it's on his mind, Matt, but you just have to let that get out of the way as best you can. You have to approach this at bat just like any other. Otherwise, you're just getting in your own way.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Line drive to center field. And that's into the outfield for a one-out hit. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tough, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hit.
And hold on there. That's not going to get him in there with the stolen base. Hit hard to the right side, but foul, so we'll see if he can straighten that out. Claudio is a reliever known for forcing contact. Not a huge strikeout guy most of the time, but he also doesn't issue a lot of free passes either.
There's a couple of keys to being a good reliever. One, if you have great stuff and you strike everybody out, or like this guy, not afraid to throw the ball in the strike zone. He has good stuff, not great stuff. He's not afraid to let his defense help him out and make some plays.
He's set. Here it comes. The 0-1 delivery. Lined hard toward right center. Boy, and the shellacking continues as this is down for extra bases. As he arrives at second without a play, as a run will score on the play as well. So now to the plate, Pete Alonso. High and deep to right center. Kane on the move. He makes the catch. What a play on the run to end the inning. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Keston Hiura. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Now here's the pitch. A bouncer to the left side. 1 away.
The batter, the catcher, Omar Narvaez.
Standing in, Omar Narvaez. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Cespedes comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2. So here is Avisail Garcia, and Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching.
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Gone in order are the Brewers. They're down 9-0. Start of the 8th on its way, but first Heidi Watney standing by with this report.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said it's one of those games where everything has come together for his hitters, from their approach to their swings to the results. It's all working. One key indicator of that, 6 extra base hits to this point in the game.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
Leading off with the Mets.
Digging in, Wilson Ramos. In previous meetings with Alex Claudio, he's hitless in 3 at-bats. A bouncer up the middle and into center field, a base hit. So early trouble here to start the 8th inning.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his third single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4, not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Into a slide, and he makes a great catch for the first out. Here's the left fielder, Yoenis Cespedes. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here.
You know, Madden, every team has that one guy, and Yoenis Cespedes is that guy for the Mets. Completely changes that complexion of that Mets betting order.
Hit hard down the line, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it. Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Corey Knebel comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. In now, Dominic Smith. And this is popped fouled off to the right and back into the seats. 2 home runs already to his name in this one, and we'll see if he could possibly strike again. A swing, and he pops him up on the infield, and the infield fly rule will be in effect here. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Rick Porcello. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Oh, 0-1, here it comes. Hit out towards second. Scooped up, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the... Here's Justin Smoke now. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how the starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Third baseman, number 3.
Ready once again, Orlando Arcia. First offering on its way. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1. As mentioned early in the broadcast, this series finale had the potential to result in a series sweep, and at this point in the game, it's looking rather promising.
Hey, Matty V, Yogi Berra had a great saying, it ain't over till it's over. Well, this one's just about over with the team playing as well as they are and leading by as much as they are. This one is pretty much in the books.
Eric Sogard will grab a bat and hit for the pitcher here. Just gets a piece of it, strike one. And it certainly would be a big morale boost to a team if they're able to complete a sweep like this one on the road in hostile territory.
No doubt about it. You talk about bragging rights. 2 cities that love their baseball teams, and geographically they match up. Even though they're not division foes, it's for bragging rights, and this is what it's all about.
In now is Lorenzo Cain, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. And it's quickly 0-2.
Boy, the Brewers haven't done much up to this point. They need to get something going, and they need to get going right now.
And another foul ball. Runners are at the corners with one man out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Giving chase is Nimmo, but he can't make the play as it finds the outfield grass. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 9-1 contest. Into the box, Brock Holt, as the first pitch to him is swung on and missed for strike one. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Hit down the line at first, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. Looking to punch him out again. The pitch skied in the air to straightaway left. Cespedes is after it. Uh-oh, he whiffs on it. Sogard ignores his coach. He's chugging for home. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And he's in safely at third as they also score a pair of runs on the play. Digging in now for the Brewers, Christian Yelich. 3 runs already home and a potential 4th standing at third base. And likely nothing up at third, but he'll step off and look him back anyway. And it looks as though they're going to set up the double play. There's the free pass signal, so there'll be runners at the corners with one gone.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Curveball just misses apparently. 1-0. That evens it up 1-1. 3 runs already home here. Down low, 2 balls and a strike.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
To 2-2 now.
2 strikes.
Into the corner and slicing foul. The 2-2 pitch. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Digging in, Omar Narvaez. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Popped up. Rosario is under it, and that's the 3rd out. David Phelps enters now in a mop-up role.
For the Brewers, number 41, David Phelps.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Kane is under it, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
The right fielder, number 9.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. A swing and a high drive to right center field. Kane going back, still ranging back. See you later. So here's Jeff McNeil.
Number 6.
This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Garcia has a read on it. 2 down. So here's the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. And if you remember, I'm sure he does, he hit a round tripper back in the 4th. Fouled off. Now the 0-1. Smoked on the ground left side. Reined in. Throw on to Smoke at first, and the side is retired. But the Mets are able to tack on one thanks to the solo homer. Last chance coming up for the Brewers. Seth Lugo takes the mound here. Not a save situation, of course, because of the big lead, but he'll try to finish it out nonetheless.
Seth Lugo.
So digging in now, Avisail Garcia starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count. at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
And it's 0-2 to Avisail Garcia.
Well executed fastball right at the knees. Going to be a long day for this offense if he stays in that spot.
And it's fouled away. Now another 0-2. Got him. And that's the third time we've written a K next to his name in this one. Final line there for the Mets starting pitcher. Great day's work any way you look at it.
Hey, Matty V, you know when you've got really good stuff, you look down at that strikeout total. Double-digit strikeouts in this one. He had swing and miss stuff right from the beginning.
So the switch hitter Justin Smoke steps up. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. One and one the count to the Brewers' first baseman.
It's not easy to get your barrel to a pitch that high. That can be an effective location as long as he keeps it above the letters.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
Hey, it looks like this guy's going to work in the upper part of the strike zone. It'll be interesting to see if this lineup can adjust to the way he pitches.
And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
Third baseman, number 3.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
0-1.
2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, and they're up against it now as they're down to their final strike of the afternoon. The Brewers down to their final strike. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. A punch out to end it, and the Mets go on the road and sweep their rivals.
Hey, I've given up trying to predict where this amazing streak's going to end, so I'm just going to congratulate them and say, well done.
10-3.